Hey everyone, I just wanted to jump in with a quick announcement about our upcoming spring season of coaching and accountability groups that starts in less than a week. It starts on March 30th and goes through June 8th. So if you thought that you missed our last registration event to join us this spring, then surprise, we're having one more registration event on March 27th at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And if that time doesn't work for you and you do want to join us, we are going to be hosting an all-day open house event on Tuesday, March 28th from 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern to 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. We still have spots available, led by our amazing ADHD reWired coaches, Kat Hoyer and Kristin Marts. So if you want to be able to join us this spring to get your ADHD rewired and rewrite your ADHD story, go to coachingrewired.com to get started with your pre-registration process. As much as I would love to share the life-changing stories and growth that me and other incredible coaches have had the privilege of seeing through our coaching groups, I'll let our most recent members share what they've learned, how they've grown, and the changes that they've made in their lives.
I joined because I was frustrated with feeling mediocre and also because I wanted to really understand ADHD. I recently got diagnosed maybe about 2 years ago, but I was not making any progress. I didn't know which way to go. I think it was easier before when I didn't know that there was something called ADHD in me at that time. Then it was ADHD. Okay, so how do we solve this? And I can figure that out. When I think of success, now I think of it as in terms of small wins. It's what success means for me, not what it means for the world.
I decided to join the group because I wanted to learn how to organize and plan my time better to reach my goals. Before this group, I was really struggling how to manage the different aspects and areas of my life, 2 jobs, 2 homes, entrepreneurship, and not feeling like I was making progress in any arena. When I think of success, I now see it as a series of little wins along the way toward a larger goal, as opposed to trying to produce a magnum opus that has to be perfectly perfect before it sees the light of day. If you're thinking about joining this group, the baked-in accountability is worth the price of admission. It's surprising how having a group of strangers look over your shoulder and nudge you along really helps move your needle forward and in a caring and supportive way.
I decided to join this group because I had been looking at this for a while. Just couldn't manage with a 9-to-5 job. And I just knew the power of groups in general from my background, and it looked like a lot of the work had been done to get people together because I knew the power of accountability. I don't know where it is, but there's one particular promo that Eric did. I listened to it, and it just, he's right about all this stuff. I don't want to come to the end of my life, and there's too much at risk to not change. Things I learned, realized, discovered. A big thing was coming out of the funk that I've been in for the last 3 years. Something that really raised my self-esteem was being able to get to work, 15 minutes early, make me feel better when I wasn't feeling very well. And all the things I learned about the steps that it took to get there. Every little individual, one small thing that led to me getting to work on time. The night before, getting to sleep, getting rest. I just have a new realization of everything that's involved, and it all kind of links together. Thank you all.
You guys helped me with getting through my overwhelm and the numbing and avoidance and paralysis. And I've always had everything just in my head. And now I can actually organize and, declutter, planify, prioritize, schedule, execute, all because of, the tools, I've learned in the last 10 weeks. My biggest accomplishment has been my mind map. So proud of that artifact, the mind map, mapping, putting it on paper, right? My life in general, my priorities for the year, and, it might be 2 years of priorities, but, maybe I can do it in a year. Just not being afraid and understanding the root cause of the problems, right? So, knowing is half the battle, right? So
I decided to join the group because I was watching my life tick by and was doing nothing. I was miserable and feeling hopeless. I spent my days binge watching Netflix, terrified that I was addicted to it. And I learned that I can do hard stuff, that a crash and burn morning does not have to last into a lifetime of hopelessness. I've discovered the sanctity of self-care, and I've realized that self-compassion is the path to productivity. What I did not expect was the amount I had changed. I regularly achieve what I set out to do. I allow myself to be more vulnerable than ever before. I have even been able to get past the block of writing writing down some future goals for myself, something that was always out of reach for me. If you're thinking about joining this group, ask yourself how your life would change if you truly gained tools and skills and friends and self-awareness and self-compassion, all tailored to helping improve your ADHD. If your answer is it would help or even be transformative, then what are you waiting for? I wish I'd done it sooner.
If there's one thing that we could promise at the end of the 10 weeks, it's that we're all gonna still have ADHD, but that doesn't mean that the support stops there. With over 1,000 adults with ADHD having already gone through this program and hundreds of them being active members in our alumni membership community, this community of growth-minded people who really do understand not only continue to be there for each other, but they'll be there for you too. So if 10 weeks of intensive and transformative coaching alongside other adults with ADHD and continuing support beyond the 10 weeks sounds like something you would like to add to your ADHD toolbox, head on over now to coachingrewired.com to get started with your pre-registration process so you can join us for our next registration event on Monday, March 27th, or our open house on Tuesday, March 28th. Check the website for more information. That's coachingrewired.com.